Hello, hello, and welcome back to Shatter Our Souls with Novaria. Now, today we are tackling Kaze's side of the equation with the sprint races. And this one offhand drag race. Drags are usually the bane of my existence, so forgive me if this takes a couple attempts. Actually, this is going a lot more smooth than I was No way. Uh, First try. Let's go. Um, anyways, round two here is going to be a standard sprint race, starting over by the overpass and golf course. Personally, I've always enjoyed the golf course area of the game, if for no other reason than it's one of the best areas to mess around in. Um, had a police chase the other day while messing around and ended up doing a barrel roll. Slippy Toad would be proud. Anywho, oh, looks like one of them got into an accident, so Tommy is out of the running for now. And we got the police inbound. Bye bye. And with that, our second rival is out of the running, at least for now. No, I'm going 160 in a 60 zone here. You don't need to be on my tail, and those flashing lights make you look ridiculous. All jokes aside, they would definitely have a reason for going after me. I also have to mention that the bus station here is my single favorite um, shortcut in the game, just because, destruction and whatnot. But every single race you do, they repair the windows. So it makes me question, how do they have like speedy glass on on speed dial? Just yep, they're racing again. Here we go. Bang. Um, I don't know. Maybe. Looks like the police took a detour through the park. So I'm being the legal driver for once. I mean, what? East on Highway 99, eh? Okay, let's keep going then. And the race is complete. $10,000 in our pockets. And let's just mess around because why not? The police aren't really going to have much to worry about aside from the blue bullet. That's what I should do with this. There was an old vehicle that was in my family for generations. We laughably called it the Blue Bullet because the original driver had a bit of a lead foot. I'm thinking I might have to paint this in homage to the Blue Bullet. Sounds like fun. Maybe next time or soon I'll have to do that. Either way, that civilian was he was speeding, officer. Get him. No, not me. Him. I've talked a lot on what I love about this game, and I think it's time for me to mention something that is not ideal. The first real big statement that I have to say is I'm getting used to more modern games. Which means, yes, graphical overhaul would be nice. But graphics for the sake that an updated graphics shouldn't change the physics. And I need to be very clear about that because the game itself, as it runs, looks and works beautifully. it's just a minor nitpick. The second nitpick that I have has to do with the AI, especially the police AI. Because 1, 2, 3, they all saw the problem there. They all knew that the tower was destroyed, and yet all 3 of them drove into it anyways. So it's a small gripe I have with the AI of those particular drivers. Now, this is the point in time where I'm going to admit something. I am going to start taking my losses out of the overall view time. Now, there are a couple reasons for this. One, when I started, there was only 4 races per opponent, so it wasn't that hard to just, slam them all in one video and off we go to the race. Off we go, have fun, and sing Kumbaya. Now that we're getting to a point where you have 10 to 14 races in between each major challenger, it is getting more difficult to put them all in a single video, most notably the circuit races. If I left in the races that I lose on top of that, I'm going to end up in a situation where I'm artificially inflating the view time, technically. So, in lieu of that, I will admit, wholeheartedly, when I lose a race. Like the fact that I lost this one. But, it also comes with the mentality that I am going... I'll admit my fault. I will tell you how many times I have failed. But I will also be very forthcoming about the fact that I am not perfect. In that way, you get to see the best outcome of the particular race and whatnot. See, they put the windows back in already. Hey, Speedy Glass, come on back. We got a problem. They're here again. And what, it's been all of 3 minutes? They're very fast workers. I'm not liking the looks of this. Now, I know flat out that I just said I was cutting out races that I lose. My audio is put in over top at the end as well, so I already know what's going to happen. But, at this point, under normal circumstances, this is a not so great situation to be in. I'm in second place in a major race, and when will I catch up? We're at 75%, he's holding his ground. It's a little bit of an ask to see how this goes. Oh, yep, there's the garage. Also doesn't help that I'm racing hatchbacks, which have notoriously weird physics in this, being more aerodynamic and having a stronger engine than a lot of the other vehicles do, or at least a lot more of the sporty civilian vehicles. The end of the race is just on the end of the bridge. And... do a little trick just to keep the day exciting. The final race of today's video, and I lost this one too. The issue with the speed trap races and the fact that they have a odd scoring system is that if you end up in a bad situation early on, there's no recovery. But likewise, anybody can creep up on you as long as they get 1 to 2 really good moments in there. I don't like that. I think it's kind of cheap. It's a unique way of flipping the sprint race, the point-to-point race on its head and saying, hey, do what works. But it's not really the greatest alternative. At the moment, I'm sitting technically in first and last at the same time. I said I was in first. There we go, first and last. And that's the way I want to keep it. At least at the moment, because, well, first and first would be ideal. But I'll take the top speed, if not the top location. So, part of the reason that this bugs me so much is that you can be in first place with the best score, but the longer you take to get to the end of the race after the first person passes, the lower your score gets. And it is possible for them to beat you just because they got there first, despite you having the better score going in. The thing I like about it is that exact circumstance, that if you are the fastest racer, you're the fastest racer, and that's that. No hijinks needed. But it's another minor gripe, simply because video games are video games, and there's going to be some level of question marks involved at times. Anywho, if you like what you see, are curious if I will ever be able to finish this challenge, drop a like, leave a subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Until then, I hope you have a good one.